So I am back in the Caddy and there's a little issue with this fan. Basically, I need to replace the glow plugs and I thought, why not share this video with you in case you have the same issue as me. Hopefully this should give you some sort of idea and understanding on how to replace your glow plugs. Now, the way you find out that your glow plugs aren't working is either by the whirly light symbol on your dash, or in my case, if that hasn't happened, when you give your van heat and turn the key and it'll just keep cranking, it won't want to start. So then you have to turn it off, turn it back on, give it heat, turn it off, give it more heat, turn it off, give it more heat, and then finally it will start. Here we are. And then a good indicator that it's definitely the glow plugs is that if you're using your vehicle regularly throughout the day, after starting it, you'll notice it will just start easy first time every time. So that's a good indicator that the glow plugs are going. So what I'm going to do, this is meant to be a bit of a tricky job in the respect that if you get it wrong, it could cost you a lot of money. So you have to go very careful. I'm going to take the most careful steps ever. That's why before I even attempt to do this, I've been spraying all of the glow plugs with WD-40 a few days leading up to this point here. So I'm just making sure that they're eased up before trying to go at it with a bloody socket. So before we tackle the job, this is what we need first, some glow plugs. I've gone for the Bosch ones because I'm a snob. No, I'm joking. The reason why I've gone for Bosch is because they were pretty much the same price as all of the others in Euro car parts. They're like 14 quid each. So we've got 4 in here. 4 cylinders, 4 glow plugs, you know, it makes sense. These are gloves, latex gloves, box of 100, I've had these for a while. And then I've got some ceramic grease. This is basically to grease up the threads before we put the glow plugs in, because if you don't do that, then the next man or woman or whatever is going to have issues getting them out when they need replacing in 100,000 miles. First things first, by the way, make sure your keys are at the ignition before tackling this. So you want to make sure the engine's up to temperature before removing them, because that'll make it easier, but not so hot that obviously you're going to burn yourself. So you've got one underneath here, one here, one here, one here. Pull plugs off. You can see they're tiny, they're right down the bottom. See that? There we go. You can just see the 10mm head on top. So there's all 4 glow plugs exposed. You see this is like covered in dirt. So I'm going to have to get something to blow that out, maybe like compressed air. If you think fuel is expensive, try this stuff. Spray duster. Read that. I think it's like £10 and 20 pence. I totally didn't realise I'm going to need that until I realised how dirty it was around the glow plug. So let's go back to work. Look at that crap that's just come out. Do you see what I mean? Mind the lens there. Problem solved. Your face is going to get covered here. Definitely wear safety goggles. Now that's 4 clean glow plugs. You can actually see them now. All of that's just come straight out of that. Right, this is a crucial bit now. I've got a 10mm socket on a extended ratchet. But what you've got to make sure, you don't loosen it too hard. You've got to go very gently. Otherwise, if these snap, you've had it. So it's going to just gently, you need to put some WD-40 on. Do it. I'm going to put some more in. Like I say, I've been doing this for the last few days, putting the WD-40 on. Just take your time, no rush. I hope I didn't snap this one and it did actually just unthread. Look at that, here she comes. Boom, my first one. 3 more to go. I ain't gonna lie, this is nerve-wracking. So, because I've taken one out, I want to make sure one goes back in. So I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to put some grease on it. I've got this high temperature ceramic grease. Just going to rub that on the thread, like so, and then pop this one back in. And then hopefully the rest will go to plan. I don't know why I'm absolutely bricking it. It's because I know this is my only like form of transport daily, apart from my DAX, but yeah. They literally just slot all the way down. Let's tighten it up. Now, I don't think, the annoying thing is, I don't think my torque wrench is gonna fit in here. So I'm gonna have to maybe get another extension for that. But it should be done at 15 Newton meters, these Bosch ones on my engine, according to the technical spec. Right, let's whip the next ones out. Right, this one weren't wanting to come, so I went for the third one and let that soak a little bit longer, and here we go. She's out. Second, 2 out of 4, come on. Do it properly, and hopefully you won't have to do it again. That's what I think anyway, I hope. Just go very gently, and if you ain't got a torque wrench, you're gonna have to make sure you get them torqued properly. That's that one. Right, the second one is now coming as well. Right, that's the third one out. Just got to replace that. And we've got one more, and hopefully I'll be able to torque it down properly with my torque wrench. But this thing, bloody massive. What do you reckon, peeps? Is it going to start? Let me know in the comments. Fourth and final one. If it snaps, I ain't going to be happy. Bloody hell, this is stubborn, this one. Give it some more spray. Woohoo! Here she comes. Just don't do it with a 1/2 inch ratchet, because I guarantee if you start swinging off it, it ain't going to be pleasant. Oh my gee, she's out. Not a lot of things scare me, right? But changing these, actually, I know I'm going on a bit, but I'm like, if I fuck this up, I ain't going to work tomorrow. Do not over tighten or over loosen anything, he says. Right, unfortunately, I can't torque these up to the correct Newton meters because this ratchet is too fat to get in there. I'm gonna have to get a reducer bit, so I can obviously put a 10mm socket on the end of a 1/4 inch, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, it's all on anyway, and I think they should be roughly around the right Newton meter setting, but I like to make sure everything's perfect. So I'm gonna put a little bit of silicone spray down here and then put it all back together, and hopefully she starts first time. Done. Right, so this is the moment of truth, people. Hopefully, I've never done this before in my life, a job like this, and you do hear horror stories of everything snapping on the cylinder head. Oh, the glow plug light's on. Oh my god. She's there. Hello. Can't believe it. Should we try again? Glow plug light on. Oh, that is smooth. Alright, I'm happy about that. I can't complain. Literally, that is what I wanted to achieve. Hopefully when I start this tomorrow, I will not have any issues of having to keep giving it heat and backing it off and giving it more heat. That is it. In total, this has cost me £55 on the parts. We turned that off for a sec, which was the injector. It's about £55. I've spent £10 plus on some canned air, which is essential in my opinion. You saw much crap come out of that. I also spent £3.79 on some brake cleaner, which I didn't end up needing because the compressed air just blew everything out. I already had a can of WD-40, and literally that grease was about £7. Got that from Tool Station, so 17 plus it cost me about 72 plus. I'd say tops it's cost me £80. I don't know how much it would have cost if I'd have taken it to a garage. If anyone knows the price, what it would have cost, I'm just interested to see how much money you actually save doing these sort of jobs yourself. It's probably taken me about an hour in total, but I did mess about a bit because when I started it, I realised I need some compressed air, etc, etc. But that, I think, is going to be it. I hope it's helped you tackle this yourself. All I can say is, yeah, one big tip: don't rush. Take your time. Just go very slow. Make sure you put loads of WD-40 around the glow plugs a few days before. Keep topping it up, WD-40, and then it will make your life a lot easier. but I'm not going to accept responsibility for anyone's mess ups. Do this at your own risk, because I have heard stories of them snapping. If they snap, you have to have your whole cylinder head out, and I don't want to be part of that. All right, but if you're quite handy and you want to have a go, don't blame me. If you're interested, got some key tags. Look at them, they are bloody smart, mate. Got those on the website. And I don't think there's anything else to say on this video. I could waffle on all day and all night, but there's not really much more to say. I better clear up and yeah, enjoy my van again, because it's been a bit of a struggle in the mornings. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. As always, see you all soon. Yeah, just thumbs up, whatever, subscribe and all that crap. Thanks for watching. See you again soon for the next one. Bye for now.